What's up, y'all? It's your man Jason Wright back again with another video for the Unignorable 30 Challenge. We on day 4 of the Man Up devotional. And in this devotional, it was talking, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to say so that's why I'm pausing so I don't have to say But however, there we go. It was talking about basically humbling yourself as a man. Sometimes you're going to have to put people above you or people's needs above your own. And it kind of humbled me, or, it kind of gave me, I won't say reality check, but it fit basically something that happened yesterday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read these verses, and I'm going to read basically the action plan or practice step that it gave as well. So start off with verse 1 Corinthians 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I gave up childish ways. 1 Corinthians 14, verse 20. Brothers, do not be children in your thinking. Be infants in evil, but in your thinking be mature. And in Galatians 5:22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. So it gave a practical step, which was today, do one act that shows you choose to put others before yourself. Whether that means giving your wife a back rub after you've had a long day, going out of your way to help a friend, or even just lending an ear to someone when it may feel inconvenient to do so. So for me, that meant a lot because literally yesterday, I don't know if all of you guys know, but if you've been following me long enough or you know me personally, you know I'm a plumber. With being a plumber, I'm a service plumber, so that means I go into people's homes. I do the jobs that they need done at home, right? So within the company that I work for, we have a thing called on-call, where I'm on Mondays or every other Monday, I'm backup primary, I'm on call. With being on call, that can mean I can work a late shift or a long day, pretty much. So yesterday I started around 9:30 a.m., didn't get off till 9:30 p.m. The reason I got off 9:30 p.m. was because on my last job, the client broke a toilet and things of that nature. And what I could have done was just fix the leak and basically said, hey, here's a quote, get the approval of the quote, and then let me know when you order a toilet. I'll come back later, another day, essentially. And truthfully, if the client sees this, I apologize, but truthfully, that's what I wanted to do. It's already late. I'm trying to get home. I want to be comfortable at my home. I'm about an hour away from home. I would love to do that. Client was like, well, can you do this tonight? Obviously, the client has some things about them that I won't share because that's their business. However, within that, it was very clear why they needed it done tonight. And once again, I could have, said, try to beat around the bush, try to give a couple excuses, or plenty of excuses of why I couldn't get it done tonight. But instead, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can get it done tonight. Here's all I need you to do. Here's what I need you to do, and I'll get it started for you. In that moment I did that, it let off a big relief off my shoulder, because instead of me trying to beat around the bush and not do the job tonight, I was able to basically get that client's situation solved and bring a solution to them. And I'm not doing this to boast and like I'm this perfect person. No, I'm a sinner. I'm a failure, or I fail at times. But in that moment, my thought process should have, and probably was, if you look deep enough, was to be Christ-like, was to do what Jesus would do in a sense, and to put others' needs above mine. For one, I'm already getting paid to be here, so why don't I get paid a little longer to do a little bit more work? But then also, as this client has needs, my needs or wants of being home weren't that deep compared to this client, because this client had situation or needs that were more than mine. And at that moment, I could have been a magnifying glass of who Christ is or what Christ looks like. So to all my men out there, my brothers out there who are striving to be like Christ, sometimes, or in most cases, being like Christ is putting others' needs above yours. And however that looks like, that practical step is one way to do so. So all my brothers out there, man, that's our challenge to you today. Put somebody's needs above yours today, tomorrow, next week, whenever. And that will bring not only you one step closer to Christ, but it could also bring them one step closer to Christ. Appreciate y'all. Catch y'all tomorrow, man. This was another day of the Unignorable 30 and the Man Up Devotional. Peace. Be blessed.